pregnancy part was, other day I was talking to Swamiji, I said that I was trying to put some pregnancy on me. He said that he doesn't require it. He connects himself and he gets the pregnancy, what a pregnancy that he wants. And I mean it. He does that thing. Like I'm giving you feedback of whatever is coming so that we all can share our experience. I feel some cheerful now.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you very much, Swamiji. And as Babaji said, there's no words to say it really. There's no real experience I can say I felt that is like I've had an experience, wow, you know what I mean? But I have felt the amazing love from him, and it's kind of funny because although, you know, you feel that, you also feel loads of stuff coming up inside you, and it's hard a lot of the time too. You wake up in the morning and you think, oh, why am I doing this? And you think, oh, I know why I'm doing it, but it's still hard when you feel all the horrible stuff coming up inside you. But it's definitely worth it, and I'd do it thousands of times again. Thank you again.
Come say that. You want to say? Oh yeah. Sorry. You can also give. You've got lots of experiences. You've been closing your eyes and always been in. And she's been pulling vibrations to such an extent that even Swamiji appreciates the way you've been pulling vibrations.
सबसे पहले मैं आपको सच्चे दिल से, अपने हृदय से बहुत आभारी प्रकट करता हूँ कि आप यहाँ आए और अपना इतना अमूल्य समय निकाल कर आपने हम सबका उद्धार किया. What I'm saying is that first of all, from the deep corner of our heart, we're thanking you to spare such a valuable time for all of us, to give us the enlightenment and the lift which I think all of us have experienced. Now my personal experience, I think what I have gained from the meditation is the concentration. I always found it very hard to actually concentrate even for seconds, but through this meditation, I must say out of 10 minutes, at least 5, I was able to focus my mind and think about this thoughtlessness, has achieved that. मुझे जो खुद को सबसे बड़ा फायदा हुआ है स्वामी जी कि मुझे चित्त को केंद्रित करने में बहुत मुश्किल आती है और इस मेडिटेशन से मुझे 10 मिनट तो मुझे मुश्किल लग रहे थे पर 5 मिनट तक मैं ये जो निर्विचार स्थिति है उसका काफी कुछ अनुभव हुआ. उससे पहले 1 सेकंड भी मेरे लिए बहुत मुश्किल होता है. अब जो अनुभूतियों की बात आपने की उनको महसूस करने में, वो अनुभूतियां लाने में कुछ समय लगेगा और मैं यही आशा करता हूं कि आपकी इतनी कृपा होगी कि ये अनुभूतियां मुझे हो चाहे कितने समय में. What I'm saying is to keep it up and have this concentration and peace of mind And more than that, the experience, I think it will take us time. And I'm praying to Swamiji that he will give us his blessings, and he will give us all the help we need to have that experience and achieve this thoughtlessness state of mind for longer and longer period. And this is my last sort of prayer to Swami, that he will bless us all to give us that strength and whatever we need for not only 45 days to come, but for long, long and long period. Amen.
Tommy, he does understand English, so we can only be in English. It could be Hindi, it could be in any other languages. When Swamiji was in one of his spiritual tour, he had met some higher gurus who never they were not speaking the language of what Swamiji was able to understand. So what the language was, the vibrations, the language of meditation. Whatever we are speaking is ultimately getting vibrated. So the language is not a barrier for Swamiji. So you can speak in any language that you would like to speak. I'm sure that will be good for all of us. Anybody else? Yes. Question of those right now experiences. If it is yeah.
Like it gone to sleep. I'm just balancing. Hang on. You don't notice your feet are going to sleep till you actually get up. I can't really add an awful lot to what people have said already. I can only tell you my experiences, and I haven't had any profound experiences, but as Jyoti and everybody else has said, it's been kind of a cleansing period for me. It's quite hard work, but you have to go through it. It was interesting, the timing of this, because I've been trying to do meditation for a long time. Well, I mean, a couple of years now. And it's very difficult for me because I feel quite angry during meditation sometimes. And Swamiji spotted that when we had an interview with him the other day. And he said I was quite concerned that he would take, he said, the heat off my liver. And I was quite concerned that he would do that because I knew that it was blocking my meditation. And he assured me that he would take the heat off my liver. And actually for the last couple of days, it's been easier for me to have a calm state of mind. And therefore, hopefully in the end, I will get that thoughtless state. And it's come at the right time. And I was thinking just then, shall I speak or not? And I thought, well, yes, because I think Sai Baba has put Swamiji here at the right time for all of us. And I thought the timing was amazing for me because I've been struggling away. I'm quite a determined sort of person. And but determination can
We
only
have
be
noticed that, by the way.
What's that?
We have noticed that, by the way.
Yeah, well,
Because even if whatever we say that you're blocking our views, you carry the same way.
yes, I do try and sit with a straight back, I must admit. And I just thought I would say that for me, the timing of this event has been wonderful because it's come just at the right time where I needed a bit more direction. I was doing spiritual practice, but I needed a boost, basically. And Swami gave me that. Sorry. He has to do lots of work because of my height. Yes, he said the timing. In spirituality it is said When the student is ready, teacher appears. That's what has been happening with all of us. Why are, yesterday Swamiji said, why only 40 of us are here? We are the chosen few. Yes, our time is come, and so the teacher has appeared, so our Guru has appeared. I can feel right now vibrations coming from all of you. So everybody of you are talking, you are feeling it, you are getting it. Regarding experiences, what he says, yes, the experiences is not physically seeing it, not smelling or anything, the experiences of the vibrations. We can talk about our vibrations also. Anybody can.
Tara wants to say something.
Yes, Tara, come.
Thank you for allowing me to briefly talk about my experiences. I have to say, when Nirmala phoned and informed me about Swamiji coming, I wasn't too sure. When the first day I came, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, but it's different. The first day when I came, half of me was dubious, and the other half of me was saying, go with an open mind. When I came and no one just spoke to fill in and give my photo, I'm a very conservative person. I thought, oh, I don't want part of my photo and my phone. But I have to say, from the day one, that experience was only for the day. And the second day and onwards, I feel as if a seed has been put in me and it's growing. It's grown into a miniature tree now. And I've written this on my phone. Meditation, Kundalini, these words didn't exist in me. My experience, never. So for the first time, it has been made through Nirmala and with help of Swami and Sai Baba. It has come to me and my family, and I'm really, really very grateful. And I'm quite a busy person. I'm always busy from morning 7 till I go to bed. I'm busy. If I'm not in work, I'm cleaning. If someone would say, stop this and clean yourself, a week ago, I would say, I don't know what you're talking about.
All the time.
All the time. But inner cleaning, again, it was unknown to me. But now I feel as if I've entered into a second life. I think, thank and blessed by Swami, I've entered into a second life with inner cleaning in myself. And I've talked to my family and my daughters about this. And I'd like to share these experiences with you. So it feels like from today, and I've written here, I don't want this to stop. And this is a very different experience from day one. I don't want this to stop, and I've asked Swami in my paper, where do I go from here? And it's a second life. It is a second life, totally different. As the first life is at the back, and tomorrow the second life is starting. So I just wanted to say this to Swami. So thank you very much.
I'd like to thank Swamiji on everyone's behalf for raising our consciousness. The energy since we first come has changed so much. It is stiller. We are quieter in our hearts. I'm sure all of you will agree. We have, settled down. We arrive quite agitated, and I speak for myself. And what Swamiji has done is to settle us down into a very still place. He's given us more than that. He has given us awareness that we are not separate beings working as individuals, but actually we are part of a whole. And in the experience that we've shared this together, we're actually feeling more connected, not only to Swamiji, but all of us are being connected to each other and understanding that we aren't separate beings. And that is such a wonderful gift, because it's not an intellectual thing. We can read things in books, and all of us have read a lot of things in the past. We actually feel that, and above all that, the most wonderful thing that Swamiji has given us is to experience his divine love, the love that's flowing from him. Before we had an interview with Swamiji, I saw Shibir. I was surprised because Shibir, I thought, oh, I don't want anything to do with Shibir. It's too hard, it's too hard. I read the book and no, I can't relate to that. And he kept calling, especially with last years. And then I saw Guruji, and I kept saying, Shirdi, with love. Shirdi with love. And then he told us in the interview that actually, yes, Shirdi had called him, and he was working through him as many other gurus are. And then Sai Baba, I feel so much Sai Baba's love pouring through Guruji, and to me, that is the greatest blessing of all. So I'd like to thank him so much. Before I shut up, there's one more thing. I'd like to thank wonderful translator. I admire his equanimity under all circumstances. He works on it and works on it. I need more.
Thank you. She talked about awareness. Yes, Swamiji has brought awareness in us. He has asked us to look internal within us. It will lead to our awareness. She was talking about higher gurus. Again, yes, Swamiji says that once he has become a transparent Atma, a transparent person is very, a transparent soul. So higher gurus are using him as a medium, and they do take care of him, but at the same time they are sending their vibrations, their energies through him to us. Yes.
Well, matter of fact, it's, I want to tell you the experience, but it's with a question mark.
Oh. Sorry, I never understood. I thought that it's a question. Sorry.
It's an experience because yesterday when somebody said, think the Shirdi Baba is here and feel the vibration on that. But I don't know why. I don't see Baba here, but I went to the Shirdi myself and saw Baba there in the white clothes, with the headband with the white, and sitting with the back on the wall, and with the one wooden barrier, you can say, was there, and I got the blessing. And I tried to concentrate to bring myself here, then I couldn't, but I stayed there. I don't know, that is the question mark, why I can't feel him here, why I saw him there. I don't know. That was puzzling me all the time. And yesterday I asked a question, can you solve that puzzle? Why I was there and why not feel him here? I don't know. That's the question. If Swami we can solve that problem, I will be very well and in that peace.
इसी प्रकार का एक अनुभव बोरोली में हम किसी को आया था, वो भी चिंता से
स्वामी जी जब आप कल कह रहे थे शिरडी बाबा को
नहीं, translated what he said. His question was that yesterday he was able to see Shirdi Baba, rather he went to Shirdi temple and Shirdi Baba's temple, and Swamiji said, and he wanted to know why Shirdi Baba was not there and why he went there, while he had called him over here. Swamiji says that similar kind of experience, there was an experience in one of the Shibir in Borivali in Mumbai in India. Same kind of experience was there, but it means that somehow you had made a wish to go there, and that was the reason, and that you felt that.
So that was my experience, and I know that spirit is confusing me.
The best way is meditate and you will get the answer.
That's what I do.
To share my experience, I haven't been to Shirdi, so I don't know Shirdi Baba at all, and I do believe in Satya Sai Baba, which is in Uttar Pradesh. I've been pulled there with my father because I didn't want to go there at all. And somehow, I was split. I was split in two halves, left and right. I've been split in half ever since I came in contact with Swami Sai Baba. Because years ago, I got my own spiritual guru from Mathura Vrindavan. And I got Lord Krishna, Bal Krishna, in my house in Prantrista. So I've been worshipping Lord Krishna for years. And all of a sudden, I've been pulled to Swami Satya Sai Baba, so I don't know which way to go. So I asked Swamiji here to help me to understand which way shall I go. But when he explained in the meditation, Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi on the left and the right, we should live in the central, that made me very happy. That made me centralized. And talk about Shirdi Baba. 2-3 years ago, I had a small photograph with two elderly chaps of Shirdi Baba, photograph from Ba. There was a frame making session there, and everybody was making frames of different pictures been brought in, and somebody had to give picture. You made, you give to somebody else made it, give it to you. So I've been given this little picture of Shirdi Baba with two chaps. So ever since I was asked this question to Swami or Shirdi Baba, I haven't asked him about Shirdi Baba, but Satya Sai Baba and Krishna, and somehow I've been seeing Shirdi Baba. So that picture was coming in my mind all the time. Even I was meditating here, from my heart it was coming, Jai Shirdi Baba, Jai Shirdi Baba. I haven't to Shirdi Baba at all. I haven't seen him. I have no experience about it. But ever since the last 8 days, I haven't called Satya Sai Baba at all. Every time I see him, I see him as Shirdi Baba. So that's my own personal experience. Thank you.
Some time ago. On the 4th day, when he said that he is calling Shirdi Baba over here, for me, Shirdi Baba was only a saintly person. And so, for me it was okay, like, if he says that since I have counted, I have understood, I have made him my guru, so it's okay, whatever he says, I will like to accept. But on the 4th day, when he invoked the Shirdi Baba's blessings, when he invoked the vibrations of the Shirdi Baba, and at that time, I was able to feel Shirdi Baba. I have never been to Mandir Shirdi Baba, and I had never chanted his name. He was never there in the back of my mind. He was never there in my subconscious mind. But yet I was able to feel him, and I felt that he has literally cared. He was carrying me, and initially I felt a warm vibrations and then a cooling impact. And when it becomes so very, like I was not able to digest, so I just said thank you, and immediately that thing went away. That was my experience. He literally made me remember that experience. And that's really, it could happen that way. Regarding left and right, he was talking about what he was meaning was that he started giving me present. When you talk about left, you stopped thinking about past, he stopped thinking about the future, and he started living in present. And the moment you live into present, you get happiness, you get peace of mind, you get spirituality. And that's what happened with him. And the last person, who are the last person? They are the maximum receiver of the vibrations. And that was the reason I used to always ask you how are the vibrations were there. And I literally missed it because in other Shibirs, when I am nothing in those Shibirs in India, I just go and I sit on the last bench and the last person, just I want to grab the vibrations. And that's the place where I go and sit. Yeah, come.
Saram to everyone today. My thanks and my love to Sri Satya Sai Baba for guiding Swamiji here, and also to Swamiji for surrendering to God so that he could teach us about Kundalini, which is really the only way to achieve self-realization. I've been very fortunate in that I've had a few experiences since the meditation started. Like many people, I felt some heat and some cool vibrations coming through the palms of my hand, mostly on the first and second days. Since the first day, I was lucky enough to see Swamiji's aura, which was bright turquoise and gold. And there was also green there and orange there. And on one particular day, the left-hand side of Swamiji's body was turquoise all the way down from the crown chakra. And on the right-hand side it was blue all the way down. And occasionally when he flicks the negativity away, when he transmutes the negativity, I saw a flash of violet there. On the day that we did the meditation on the Vishuddhi chakra, which is the throat chakra, I was just pretty much relaxing in the meditation, and all of a sudden I felt as though I was a firework and all the energy was coming from the top of my crown chakra and spouting outwards and falling down around me. And it lasted for maybe 2 minutes or so. And there was a real tightening of the crown chakra and the head all the way home then. Twice in the 7 days, I felt Sai Baba's presence. And at the end of Swamiji's discourse, he's mentioned that Sai Baba, once he's called on his energy and once that he's felt his energy here. And during pretty much halfway through the discourse, I was lucky enough to actually feel Sai Baba's presence around me. Yesterday, actually, it was really very strong, even though Swamiji said that he'd invoked the energies of Shirdi Sai Baba. Obviously, the energy is one, and I felt Sai Baba's presence, Satya Sai Baba's. Yesterday was quite funny actually because I've been sitting behind Richard all the time, and I felt as though Sai Baba came over my body and his hair, as though he overshadowed me, and his hair was my hair and I was within him. And there was a huge amount, I felt as though I was inside a universe, and there was a huge amount of light and space everywhere. And then a funny thing happened. I sort of went into Richard's body. Even though I was inside Baba's body, we both went into Richard's body for a short period of time and then sort of come back out. I don't know whether it was transmitting negative energy or I really don't know what that was. Maybe Swamiji can explain that. But that was quite an interesting experience, as you can imagine. Once again, I'd like to thank Swamiji for taking the time to come here, for surrendering to God so that he could teach us this simple meditation, which is really as simple the way he's taught this meditation, but it is probably the most powerful meditation because without the Kundalini rising, there's no way that you can connect to God. It is the only way. So once again, thank you to Swamiji.
Experiences you can get. He was talking about different colors, clairvoyance, the people who can see colors. they also can. So basically, the colors are the colors of the aura. But do not worry, we should not worry. Like I too can see colors with my open eyes. So we need not like different people have got different way of way of getting the vibrations. But then the important is that we should meditate and we'll start understanding everything. He talked about his visible chakras, and so what I would like to share an experience that Swamiji had said that he whenever we start feeling for on that particular day the chakra had cleared. We had a blockages on that particular day. So whichever chakra is malfunctioning, from that day onwards you will start feeling peace of mind. So that was the thing, because your energy could be stuck up in any of the chakra, or it could be any of the chakras could be malfunctioning, and your energy could have been stopped from there. And so probably. And one more experience that I would like to share with Swamiji is that he has, and we have also noticed it, that whenever on any particular day we are not able to come, or we are late, or we find some misfortunes on that day, it means that that chakra was caught and it was malfunctioning in our body. That's the experience that we had it.
I had it. I was locked out.
Anybody else? Yeah?
We went the wrong way. We were going back from Marla's on, what day did you come and see me? Speak to you?
Did you speak out?
Matt,
Will you speak with you?
come on.
Anybody else, and then we'll have to start with the discourse, or we'll decide. Yeah, get it?
Well, I think it was the second day, and we were at Marla's during the day, having a kind of, we spoke to Swamiji. And then when it was time to come here, we didn't have, we just kind of went the wrong way. So we went all the way down. And we were like, oh no, we're not going to get there.
That's why I thought that.
I can't remember.
Oh, it's quite annoying.
Oh yeah, Richard was quite annoyed, and I was going, it's all meant to be, it's all meant to be.
That was even more annoying.
And Richard was saying, I'll remind you of that. And so we had an interesting experience then, but we did get here, so. And it snowed, so yeah, that was interesting. I think it was the Swedish.
Swedish time.
Yeah.
Second is Swedish time.
I think it was